Musical erudition, generosity, and deep commitment to cultural exchange through Mill Valley's Russian Sister City program characterized the many-faceted pianist and educator Larry Snyder. He made important contributions to musical studies at the College of Marin and as a professor and dean at Sonoma State University. As the first dean of the San Francisco Conservatory of Music, he worked to revise the curriculum, double student enrollment, and bring in some fine new faculty. A thoughtful and energetic innovator who cared deeply for the students' welfare, Larry's long-range impact on music in the Bay Area cannot be overestimated. He has dedicated his life to teaching and promoting the arts that enrich our emotional and intellectual lives, inspiring young artists and providing performance opportunities for professionals. He made a major contribution to the cultural life of our community through his 12-year leadership of the Mill Valley Chamber Music Society, which brings in outstanding chamber groups to perform and do outreach in our schools. Larry's knowledge and varied background in music, his energy, his leadership skills, and above all his personal commitment make him a Mill Valley treasure. The beauty Eldon Beck creates in his landscape and village design work is seated in Eldon's deep understanding of the relationship between nature, the built environment, and the human condition, the complexities and connections between tangibles and intangibles, and the physical and emotional responses that are created. He solves challenges with great skills, working with teammates, clients, and communities, nurturing their individual gifts. Eldon's approach to the Whistler Village project in Canada was to engage the entire community in a process of learning to appreciate the natural setting that Whistler is blessed with, and then how to ensure that the physical design of buildings, pedestrian places, view corridors respected and gave expression to that setting. He played an important role in humanizing the University of Colorado campuses, inspiring others to create spaces of natural beauty and serenity, edges that blend with neighboring places to bring forth a flow of unity, providing peace, solace, and healing. A true gentleman and a sensitive, talented, and giving artist, Eldon has persevered in showing the way to a higher level of achievement, all with a magical smile and a twinkle in his eye. In an age when journalism is under assault on so many fronts, Katie Butler is that rare being. A professional journalist who integrates disciplined, probing reportage with the ability to write with power and grace. Meticulous in her craft, she works diligently to turn her flashes of inspiration into the closest that journalism can come to poetry. Katie is fearless in taking on difficult topics and extraordinarily generous in her willingness to probe her own life to illustrate them. With a knack for taking a small personal event and revealing its wider meaning, she knows how to develop a story to its fullest potential. In the course of her long and distinguished career, she has helped many other writers and editors bring the fullest possible vision to the creative challenge of magazine writing. When souls and institutions collide, truth usually goes out the window because there's so much at stake. But when Katie Butler tells the unwelcome hard truth about their situation, both the souls and the institutions grow more robust, and so do her readers. Albert Einstein said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Sue Carlamagno has spent her adult life encouraging and celebrating imagination. As an artist, art teacher, and director for 14 years of the Italian Street Painting Festival sponsored by Youth and Arts. She and her husband Joe built the festival one person at a time, and it was soon funded by committed donors and staffed by 400 volunteers. Sue's compelling passion and persistence were the draw. With characteristic humility and passionate dedication, Sue has accomplished great things. She believes she was put on earth for just this, to inspire creativity and to encourage community. At the festival, children and professionals worked side by side, talking as equals about art. Some who started street painting with her when they were young have become accomplished artists. Many who will never see the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel or the Mona Lisa have seen them reproduced in shimmering color on the streets of San Rafael. Sue has given us a priceless gift, the understanding that great art belongs to everyone, and that each of us is capable of creating beauty. Electric performer, flamboyant philosopher, nature lover, pragmatic entrepreneur, Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker, believes in limitless human potential. He lives life fully and by his own rules. Sammy started playing in bands as a teenager. He's now been performing for 6 decades. From taking big creative risks, as he did when he replaced the lead singer in Van Halen in 1985, to starting businesses like his Cabo Wabo Cantina and Tequila, to creating his current band Chickenfoot 5 years ago, Sammy has the imagination and skill to pull things off that most of us would never think to dream. He does this with limitless self-confidence and fearless determination, hallmarks of the self-made man. Always on the move, Sammy constantly comes up with new ideas, morphing from entertainment to food, to bicycles, to writing, to philanthropy, and then back with ease, channeling his great physical and mental energies. He is a Mill Valley guy. And though his projects sometimes take him far afield, Sammy always returns to the hometown he loves. Every time Cy Perkoff, pianist, composer, and teacher, sits down at the piano to entertain an audience, what you see and hear is not only a lifetime of musical experience, but also a lifetime of caring and compassion for his listeners. He is that rare and beautiful combination of a master musician and a gentleman. Both qualities are abundantly evident in his playing, and in the warm, friendly manner in which he connects with his listeners. He makes you feel like a new old friend. And these fine qualities have been passed along to his son, Max, in the tradition of the best musical families. Max, raised and nurtured on jazz, is a trombonist, pianist, teacher, and composer whose music has been described as fresh, lyrical, cohesive, rich in integrity. His improvisations are unpredictable and free of cliché. Performing with his own band or in collaboration with other musicians, he brings consummate musicianship to his work. The Perkoffs individually possess the ability to enthusiastically connect with audiences and continuously inspire all who hear them. The bond of mutual admiration between them is palpable, as is their joy in making music. Cy and Max have enriched Mill Valley with their prodigious talents. Their passion, creativity, and dedication to community service have set a shining example for the rest of us who strive to uplift our community with our individual and collective artistic visions. In the Perkoff's world, music is as important as food. In fact, once Cy and Max sit down to play music together, dinner often has to wait.